Stock Exchange, TSX, or at one point the TSE, is a very important part of Canada's history. It was the beginning of the way that ownership or shares of a company could be bought and sold, or exchanged. This allowed Canadian businesses to grow and succeed. The Toronto Stock Exchange was started by 24 men who met in Toronto who wanted to find a way for it to be easier to buy and sell stocks. Here's what that may have looked like.
Mr. Fletcher, we have a problem. We need to find a way to visit all of these Canadian companies and invest our wealth.
I've got an idea. What if we could find a central location where we could invest all of our wealth in several properties at once?
Indeed!
And the TSX was born. Those 24 men created the Toronto Stock Exchange, which was housed in this building. This building is no longer in operation and is now a museum because the TSX has always been a technological leader, being the first to close their trading floors and opt completely for electronic trading. Throughout its history, the TSX has had many ups and downs. Two of the most famous downs or crashes are the stock market crash of 1929 and the tech wreck of 2000. I got to meet with two people with particular insight in these two topics. I'm here with my grandpa, whose grandparents lived through the stock market crash of 1929. Tell us a little bit of what that's about.
In the 20s, the economy was good, and my grandfather lived in an old shack, and he decided he would build a new house, which he ordered from out of the catalog T. Eaton's. They paid about $3,000. He had 6 kids, so he continued on, and he built the house. In 29, the market crashed, and the dust storms hit, and they couldn't get no crops, everything, so he couldn't make his payments from the bank. They said they were going to foreclose. He told them to take it, and then when they told him to take it, they said they didn't want it, give us a little bit of interest, so he paid them a little bit of interest, and he got his farm back.
I'm here with Brandy, a certified financial planner who worked through the tech wreck of 2000. Tell me a little bit about what that was like.
Well, much like the 1920s, the 1990s were a real boom in the stock market. And that was caused by technology stocks. Much like Nortel, who's a famous Canadian company, the stocks grew and grew and grew, and then they were overvalued, and what happened is, boom, everyone decided to sell because their their stock price got worth more than their value. So we had that crash, but then that crash was compounded and extended by the terrorist attacks of 9/11, as well as some accounting scandals that occurred in the United States. So it was a very, very terrible time in the markets.
As we look back over history, we can see that the TSX has always been a leader in development, technology, and helping Canadian citizens and companies grow and thrive. Even as we see markets in recent days crashing, we know, based on the history, that they will rebound and be stronger than ever. It's really interesting to see how Canada has gone from this country totally dependent on the fur trade to the thriving financial country that it is today.